Texans franchise. This is going to be a quick little video, probably about like 30 minutes. We'll probably extend it a little bit more if we have time, but honestly, as we know, we just got back from the draft. We got Banfield, new wide receiver. Honestly, a really good weapon. We're going to be really good with that. Miles, a new left tackle, and we do need to try to fix a little bit of that. And we did have some busts in the draft, but we got Perkins going to be a backup, and maybe he can beat out one of these guys in maybe a few. Actually, he probably could beat out once we go back. And defensive wise, we got a really good rusher to add to our team. Tramel Phillips, really good guy, not going to get injured much, and we're going to see what he can do this season. We do need to change Greenard to a left end just because that might get in the way, and we don't really want Greenard to be the guy getting in the way. Most likely, we would trade Greenard if we can, but he's not going to have that good of trade value with him. Just because, honestly, Greenard in this, for some reason, like when I played Madden 22, I played the Texans franchise a lot, just because, it's really fun to play again, it like that. But Greenard never really did that good in the game for some reason. And honestly, like what he did, honestly, like if you did play with him, he could progress pretty well. But in this new Madden, it's just he really didn't develop where he should have been. Now Lynn, our middle linebacker, low overall, but a good player, and will definitely be a good weapon for us. Really good stamina. 98 is actually really crazy without the +4. Injuries already good. This dude has a lot of damn traits with him, and he's going to be a fast middle linebacker. Notre Dame player, 21 years old, 6'3", so a good height. 236, pretty actually, I feel like that's a pretty good weight size for him, and he's going to be a weapon for us. And any other positions that is worth talking about? Oh, corner. Franklin. Anthony Franklin, 21 years old, too. Rookie, slot wide receiver. 91 speed, good injury, good stamina. Injury's a little low. It is still good enough, though. And let's upgrade our team real fast. Let's get our staff points up just because, hey, that'll make a huge thing for getting our team upgraded. So franchise staff, and let's see. We're going to go with the defensive side. I like being more of a defensive-minded team, and I don't know why it's like that. I don't know, because I feel like in games, like, I don't know. I guess I'd probably call it a little more old school just because offense is, becoming a bigger thing now. But really, if you have a team that can stop anyone's offense, you just got to get that ball down and just get a field goal. So let's just, skip. Actually, we'll see if we have any training camp stuff we can go through, just because I'm sure one of our veterans or guys are going to be like, hey, we can improve the rookie. And this is going to be our left tackle, Miles, I bet. Right? Is it? Yeah. I meant Miles. Yeah, we want to be a pass blocking team. And finesse. Go through this. And yeah, we get a little upgrades for him. We're just going to try to hurry through this because honestly, the only reason why I kind of did this was just because, like, oh, maybe we had the training camp. But we'll get some good things for Miles, and we need Miles to get upgraded pretty damn fast this season. Just because he is a left tackle, and that is a huge position for our team. And, all he has to do is not let 19 sacks like the one guy. But I don't think he should let up 19 sacks. But he is only a rookie. And I don't know. There's certain, like, traits about players that really kind of make a difference. But I guess there really isn't much about, like, traits with the linemen, I think. I don't know if there is. That is, honestly, I don't care if who gets cut, really, just because it doesn't matter, in my opinion. But we'll just sim through. But yeah, I don't think there really is any traits to go with a lineman. Like, I don't think I've ever heard, oh, this lineman has this trait and he's going to be this big weapon. Yeah, I think every lineman's pretty much the same. It's just probably about overall and kind of the traits. I'm sure if you have a faster lineman, that makes a difference. I'm sure the strength on a lineman. And let's see our schedule. Well, hold on, we'll wait 1 second, get back to week 1. Week 1, Chiefs. It's honestly, Chiefs are going to be hard. Bengals are going to be hard. I don't think we're going to have that good of a season again. We're only going to go with a 4-win, week. I don't think we're going to do that good this season just because, hey, offense we have a 75, defense we have a 73, and most likely by the end of the year, it's either going to stay that or go down. So we'll upgrade these guys real fast. And I guess I haven't gone through this. I don't know if you can turn that off. I'm sure you can. But Dean becomes a 87 overall. And he's going to be one hell of a corner this year. 26 years old. I think didn't we sign him for 4 years? Contract, yeah, 4 years. Where did he start out? He was Tampa Bay all 4 seasons. Really had the best season of his life last year with a 4-pick season. So, honestly, let's hope we get a season like that again, or even better. Trey, really good guy, 80 overall now. He's going to be a deadly, safety for us. I'm really happy with him. And anyone else that we really want to focus, Green. Is it Keenan Green? Yeah, Keenan. I hope I'm saying that right, but he's definitely a huge weapon for us. Only 22 years old. We do need to get him on the agile side, but yeah, we'll just go through the rest of that because I don't really care about those players. And real fast, we'll just update our rosters because there might be some guys that slipped. Like, I want our rookie wide receiver to start, and he is, unless I'm sure Collins is somehow going to sneak ahead. And I'm not going to trade Collins. And yeah, Collins sneaked to number 2. But Perkins, I'm going to leave it that way. Perkins can work his way up. We're not fighting it. The only bad thing is now Miles went down, and really, we want Miles to play this year. So we're going to move Beluga to center. I know that probably seems like a dumb thing, but hey, we might have a better center. And I'm sure he'll probably go up to, he was a 77, so he'll go up probably to an 82. That's my best bet, 82. I'm at 78. Let's see, 78. Yeah, 78. Okay, right what I thought, but Miles is a 74. So what? Beluga was only a 77, so he can easily work his way up there pretty damn fast. And he's already halfway to his next trait, and he's already agile. And honestly, he's going to become a huge weapon for us. And he's already like the same as Titus Howard, basically. Offensive wise, we're going to have holes this season, though. That's our big thing. And right away, I'm glad I looked over this because we want Lynn to start. We're not having. We'll probably just release him. It's $5 million, but we really just need to get rid of our veterans. I know it's not smart in a way, but hey, veterans, it's time to go. So we'll just pick up a fast little player with this. Because honestly, it doesn't really matter who we pick up. I just don't want to. Honestly, we'll look young. Who's young and can play on our roster for a few years? A pretty damn actually good looking corner. I think he was 22. Yeah, but I'm sure he has horrible injury. Actually, a 90 injury. We might take this guy add him to the roster. But real fast, we're just going to check the practice squad. And yeah, I think he might be the best kind of pickup for us, unless. Yeah. We'll go to eligible. He is a 68 overall, max wear, 93 speed, 93 acceleration. Welcome to the team, 22 years old, rookie. That's kind of depth position, and yeah, I'm happy to have him. So let's just kind of sim through. We're not going to sim through fast. I think we kind of just want to see what we'll do these first maybe a few weeks to see, because Panthers, I believe honestly we can beat the Panthers, right? Yeah, 24-3. Okay, that's not what I expected from this, but we're going to keep going. Browns. Let's see. We're just going to go with probably the first 4 games, then we'll sim midway just to kind of see where we are. 2-0. Okay, I'm going to do some upgrades. This might be the season for us. Dameon Pierce, he went up quite a bit. We're going to keep him on that power back side. I know we want him on the agile side, but he's already so far ahead on this. And honestly, power back, we're not really a team that's looking for a bunch of carries a game. We just need him to be a guy that consistently get us 3 yards a carry. Or, if we need to get a first down, 3rd and 1, hey, we need him every time to be able to get 3rd and 1. David Mills. Is David Mills going to make the step up, though? That is the one thing, are we going to really rebuild around David Mills? Ron Line. He already is upgrade once. And yeah, he's already almost to his dev trait. It's just a start. It's not going to be anything special. These other guys really don't care about their traits. We'll go 2 more games because I'm guessing we're probably going to lose to the The Jets have such a crazy defense for some reason. I'm guessing this is going to be a loss. Ready, and yeah, 38 to 24. And we'll go one last week. Chiefs, they're 3-0. They're going to be 4-0. We're not going to be able to beat the Chiefs right now. Yeah, 45 to 10. Honestly, pretty bad though. I did not think we were going to get beat that horribly, but yeah. Mitch Banfield, he gets an upgrade. He's gonna be a huge weapon. These other guys, I don't think Anthony Franklin. Like, if you guys are wondering why I'm doing this, it's just because I wanted to make sure I choose the right traits. Just because honestly, I think Anthony Franklin has a dev trait, so that's a good thing for us. I'm sorry, I just interrupted that, but he has a dev trait. And Don Duke, I'm hoping this guy's getting a little bit of playing time because, hey, he's a good player. And, well, I don't know if he is, but he has a development trait, and I'm happy with that. He has a lot of traits on him, so we'll see what he does this season. Do these last upgrades, and let's him do mid-season. 2-2. Honestly, I thought we were going to be, like, maybe 4 and... What would it be? 14? I think, no, 4 and 13? Honestly, I don't even know how many really games he played in a season now, just because they changed that. And I think honestly they should take off one more. What is it, preseason game? I think that would probably be the best move in my opinion. And let's see. So we're right now 3-4, really good year for us. And honestly, yeah, we're playing pretty good ball. Who had David Mills had a one hell of a game. 26 to 41, 360, 306 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 sacks, 2 carries for 10 yards. So honestly, this is a good year for us so far. And let's do just our quick upgrades, and we might just kind of go through the rest of the season to see if any of the players kind of get an upgrade, just because sometimes you can miss that. I'm hoping we're also going to check out to see some of these guys, development on this team and see how they are progressing, just because that is a huge thing to see at the midseason point if they're going to be guys that are going to be big factors for us. Zach Perkins, I'm hoping he's actually kind of doing something this year, just because I don't want to have him, sitting out. Hey, I think we took him at, what did we take him at? I think we took him in the second round. But right now he's only got 3 catches, but for 3 catches he has 2 touchdowns. And that's a crazy stat line for 3 catches. Oh my. Awards. Yeah, he was a first round pick, 30th. Honestly, he's worth, the pick. No doubt in my mind, but it hurts us that we're not playing him. And we'll, update the roster just so we can make sure he's getting that time on the field. I think, is there anyone else that I really care about here that I need to upgrade? Oh, we'll go back up. I don't think... We'll get Green, and that's kind of it. The rest of the players, I don't really care about what really gets upgraded with them, just as long as they go up. Okay, so we did that, and let's look real fast to see what we have. Let's actually see if any of our guys are on the board. Does not look like it. So let's check our stats and rewards, though. So David Mills having one hell of a season. He took a big step up, but it's only mid-season, so he could fall down. Dameon Pierce having a really good season. Only 26 carries. John Miche, or whatever you say, is having a decent season, but honestly, David Mills is having a really good season. And Dameon Pierce, 26 at most carries in the league. And 21st. That's a good season. 4.2 average, so he's playing pretty good. I'm sure that's actually really good for him because most of the time, he's carried the ball, a good chunk. But I thought he was going to have a huge carry, and that's why his average was... But only a 10-yard long? Oh my god, that's not far at all. Okay, let's check our receiving out. And so far, Banfield, really hasn't been much of a factor, but Brevin Jordan has been a factor on the touchdown games, Nico Collins, and Zach Perkins. But overall, John Miche has still kind of been that guy, even though, Mitch is at least has more targets than him, but we got to change something about that. Let's check our blocking. And right guard, we don't really care about him. He's old, 8 years in this league. Beluga, 3 sacks. Emmett Miles only has allowed 3 sacks this season, but hasn't played as much snaps. Don't know if that's due to injury or something. Yeah, it looks like it is. He only has played 6 games, so you opt out of one, meaning either Charlie Heck. I'm sure it's Charlie that played ahead, but Titus Howard, has allowed a sack at least every game, but Green, um, that's too many sacks for a guard. But Emmett Miles having actually a really good season for him so far. Defensive wise, Christian Harrison having a good year. Ron Lynn, really hasn't done anything spectacular. I'm just hoping at least he's getting tackles. I'm hoping, but I was wishing there was a little bit more deflections on his end. Anthony Franklin, just 3 deflections, 3 tackles for loss. Honestly, I feel like that's a good chunk of tackles for losses for a corner though. No pick. Jamal Dean, 3 deflections, no picks. Betray, no picks, but 4 deflections. Rajon Cullen, our free safety. I think this was a corner. We just moved to a free safety spot, I'm pretty sure. And honestly, hey, 1 pick for him. He got it. Derek Stingley hasn't done anything this season, so that's a bad look. Malik Collins, 0 sacks, but 7 tackles for loss, so he's a run stopper for us. Tremont Phillips, 5 tackles for loss, a half sack, so that doesn't look good. Matthew, 2.5 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, so hey, he's, free agent pickup. He's one of our best guys, really. Thomas Graham, we picked him up. Hey, he got a pick and a half a sack. A pick, and Greenard, 2.5. So really, honestly, we're having it's not that looking of a good year on our defensive side. And I'm guessing here we'll sim 1 week to see what we really are ranked as a team-wise, just because I don't think it's good. Breakout wide receiver, we'll see who this is. I'm guessing it's probably Mitchell or it's Collins. Mitch Banfield. Okay, so he's getting a chance to get a dev trait, and I don't know if he's a star development. Yeah, he is. Honestly, it doesn't matter if he's a star or not, but Perkins gets moved up, and it looks like we lost Brevin Jordan due to injury, hoping he comes back soon. And honestly, Cohen, oh my god, I have to look back what we did in the last video because I don't remember if we drafted a free safety or if I think he was a corner, but he's a star dev trait. I'm really happy with that. Couldn't ask for more. So let's upgrade our players real fast just to see which guys we really were focusing on. And just Ron Lynn, our big guy. Okay. The good part is I think most of the guys we drafted are at least, still young. So we're going to kind of be able to keep that end of our youngness. And we want a low age, And I hate it that's even in real life too. And okay, so our player didn't get it. But going back to what I was saying is I just hate how this is in real life and in the video game is I don't want to take a player that's 24 years old. 23 you're still fine with. You still have, stuff to do. But, when you get to a point, hey, you're going to sign him if he's 24 years old. He plays for 4 years on your team. Then you take his contract. He's 28 years old already. And really, you can't sign him. Based on the position, if he's quarterback, yes, he can play a long career. But based on what you want from him, if he's a scrambling quarterback, he's probably not going to be, playing a scrambling type quarterback for much longer. And that's why I hate. I'd rather take a young player that's going to be able to play longer in his career. That's just my opinion, though. But I'm sure there's people out there that are fine taking a little bit of an older because it happens. And, they have more time to develop their body. So it's a good thing and bad thing at the same time. But, I'm just thinking more about the future of the team. I'm not just thinking about one season. And, okay, so that's it. So we won't probably upgrade anyone until probably week 14 until we get to the Jags. We're just going to sim ahead and see what happens. We had a breakout linebacker, and he's our outside linebacker. We'll see if he does anything. Yeah, he didn't have the game of his life. And I feel like that's, those type of positions, it's harder to have it happen. For some reason, let's go off this. Praise John. And honestly, I want to say this, like, bro, like 150 yards is a lot to have. And I guess we'll see if it happens, but honestly, I've never seen it happen in my end before. Usually, like, when I do it, I have to play the game and get it done. But we're going to go ahead, and did he do it? Definitely probably not. Yeah, just didn't go your way. 150 yards is a lot, man. You really either got to get a lucky game or you have to be a top player. But when you get to that top player, you're getting guarded heavily. You're getting double covered, triple covered. 150-yard game is a hard thing to do. Injury, we'll check this out real fast. Who is it? Left tackle Emmett Miles, 5 weeks. So that's it for him. 5 weeks. I think that's the end of the season. So he's out for the rest of the season. But Trey Phillips, 3-sack games. A 3-sack game, 7 tackles for loss. So he had one hell of a game. Yeah, so things are going up for us. We'll upgrade our players so fast. Dameon Pierce still going ahead. Dameon Pierce is marching down the field. Again, it's kind of just stiff arm. We need to get probably a little bit more of a speed type of end on him. 81 overall from Mitch Banfield. And yeah, he's going to be a really top, guy for us. And, okay, so Don Duke. I wonder if Don Duke is actually getting playing time now. Because he's getting developed pretty good, but yeah, he's almost done with the star dev trait. So he's getting action. No doubt in my mind, he's getting some. He's getting some. Okay, Devin Mills. We are just trying to get this improviser trait up. That's 73 overall now from him. And yeah, I think we haven't really checked on him. We won't check until like the end of the season just because, I don't want to do a checkup. But let's check out actually our team stats though, because I think I forgot to do that. So offensive wise, we are the 29th best offense. Passing touchdowns, we're doing good. So David Mills must be 14th in passing, but rushing touchdowns, we are suffering. Giveaways, we are 9th. So it sounds like based off that, I don't think David Mills has thrown a lot of picks. Third down, hey, we're 14th in that, 50%. So I'll take that. But honestly, the cut's not, it's a very small percentage because if you look at the Jags, they're 47 and 23. But hey, we're on the good end of that. Defense is actually better than our offense, but we don't have one green thing on this. I'm surprised we're 27th with all these stats, but touchdowns allowed, we are the most with that. Sacks allowed, hey, we're getting a little better, 22. Takeaways 6. We're not getting much picks. In red zone, we are the worst. So honestly, defensive wise, change that. We are not the 27th best defense because hey, we're getting some sacks, but overall, we are not doing good. Weekly awards. Looks like a player did well again. Oh, it's the same player. Okay, I thought I went ahead, but so let's go ahead. We're going to sim through until probably the end of the season, but we're going to go slowly just because if a player has a good thing, yeah, like breakout DB. This is why you sim slowly. So Derek Stingley getting his chance again. Does he do it? And honestly, again, I think I'm at the point that Derek Stingley is not doing that much. And maybe like now by the end of the season, he's doing what we kind of wanted from him. And I don't think injuries has been a problem this season. But again, honestly, it's hard to get a development trait for those type of players. But breakout defensive lineman, I think we could. Never mind, it's Derrick Henry. Jonathan Greenard, good luck, man. Let's see what you can do. 100 yards. Hey, maybe we do it, but I don't think so. Let's see. Going into week 16. Actually, we're going into week 17 now, but it was a 38-3 loss. Unless Greenard had sacks or tackles for loss, he did not get it. Yep, he did not get it. Kind of what we expected. It's fine, yeah, because I think we honestly lose Greenard after this season. And we're going to do just another sim. Bengals, what do we do this week? 51-23, so defense is definitely a problem. Probably going to be Derek Stingley, if I'm guessing, is hurt. No, Deion Duke, 6 weeks, so he's out. And Emmett Miles comes back after this, but that's the end of the season. But we're looking forward to him next year. And Don Duke, we're probably going to lose his development trait on him just because he didn't get that much playing time, I'm guessing. But we got our contract extended, and we beat the Saints at the end of the year, going up than what we thought we were going to do. 5 wins, 12 tackles for losses. Jaguars had one hell of a year. We'll look at who's in the playoffs to see, hey, is your own personal team in it? And my team isn't, but honestly, going to be a fun Super Bowl matchup. I want to make a guess, and I want to say Panthers go, and let's say Jags. Panthers, Jags. That's going to be my prediction. We'll see. Put your predictions down below, what you kind of thought it was, if you need to go back, just because I want to see this. And we'll upgrade our players real fast. Christian must have had a really good season if he just went up by 2, unless he really got 2 fast things. Christian Harrison, I'm happy to see what he can do this next few seasons. Christian Harrison, coming back off his, I actually don't know if he already went by it. I guess we'll see what Jamal Dean is if he's 5 years in. Nope. So I don't think it's changed yet, but Mitch Banfield, I'm really happy with him. I think Mitch Banfield is going to be a huge weapon for us. The only problem is he does not have he has star trait, but star, we need a little bit more than that. So slot. And Derek Stingley, I don't think he got it done this year. Jamal Phillips, a guy that I thought, I'm hoping he had a good year just because I thought this guy was going to be a huge win. And I think we drafted him really early. He at least had to do something. I don't care if he was, rookie of the year. Anthony Franklin, hey, he's star 21. Yeah, this guy's going to be a huge, I think he's better than Derek Stingley. Mache the third, he goes up another one. And let's see. Zach Perkins, really good player. I don't know how much he's done this year just because, hey, we wanted him to, but he's going to get it next year. And I'll trade Nico Collins if I need to because, hey, it's time for him to get his spot. The rest of these guys, it's too boring to do this. We're going to just... we don't care at this point, okay? So before, we're just going to see where our players did. Let's see if they did anything. Anthony Walker... No, we have Anthony Franklin. And yeah, that looks like we don't have any of our players on this board. Let's look at our end. David Mills finishing probably around the 18th best quarterback, but 15th and 15th. Goes a better year than he did. Dameon Pierce having a pretty good season on the rushing end. Had a better year than we thought. Mitch Banfield breaks 1,000 yards, almost has 1,200, 16th in passing. We got to get that higher. But 49 sacks allowed. I think it's a better season than we had before. Interceptions only 12, so that's a pretty low amount, I feel like. Like going into the NFL, Josh Allen threw 16, so 12 is probably about your good average, your players. It's actually below average. Okay, so rushing, Jarrett Patterson, I don't really know who you are, but you didn't do that good for us. David Mills got 2 rushing touchdowns. Let's see our receiving end. So Banfield almost has 1,200 and has 7 touchdowns. Good year for him. Has the most, actually not the most downs played. But played all 17 games. That's what we need from a guy like him. John Mache, basically 1,100. He has a good season. 8 touchdowns. Has, a little less. At least Banfield got a lot of targets, though. That's a good thing. So that Perkins came in clutch by the end of the year. And I think he was kind of just our huge long pickup guy. 52 on the long game. And that's why we took this guy. Because, hey, his speed is going to be such a huge weapon for us. And maybe we got to just keep his deep end. I think we just got to upgrade his deep route running. I don't even know what it's called. But Brevin Jordan almost gets 607 touchdowns. He didn't get to play all year. Missed 2 games. Nico Collins, 500 yards, 5. And I don't think really we need to mention the rest of these guys. Blocking ends, we're just going to look at Miles to see what he did and compare him. Tyus Howard only having 13, but 8 sacks allowed, but did miss most of the games. But hey, good year for a rookie. We'll see what he can do that next season. Defensive wise, Christian Harrison, 2 sacks, 1 pick. Ron Lynn got a pick, good for him. Jamal Dean got a pick. Not a good season, but I think that's the most tackles he's ever had because our defense sucks. Anthony Franklin, rookie, half sack, 2 picks. Derek Stingley, 2 picks. So Derek Stingley stepped up the second half of the season. That's good for him. Rajon Cohen, 1 pick. He kind of didn't take a step up on that type of end from going past the midseason, but 80 tackles, good for a rookie. And Notre Dame guy, corner to a free safety, welcome. Jamal Phillips, rookie guy, 6.5 sack season, pretty good for a rookie. I feel like definitely is not worth what we drafted him at, but for the future, it's bright ahead. But 70 tackle season, that's actually crazy for a right end rusher. Jonathan Greenard, 60 tackles, 6 sacks. Matthew Ioannis, 4 sacks, 16 tackles for loss. So he was a huge pickup around tackles for loss. Deion Duke stepped up the mid half of the season after stepping past Malik Collins, and hey, he had a good year. Who got this 1 pick? Thomas Graham. He was kind of a guy at the beginning that he took a step. And let's see what we get. So we're going to go past this, and we'll look at back, if you guys made your prediction. Probably didn't, but going back in. Panthers, my pick already got beat out, and who did I say? Jags. Jags, they haven't played their first game yet, but Panthers... Actually, no, I was wrong. Panthers are still in it. I didn't look below. So it's Panthers versus Green Bay. I think Panthers still got it. My prediction's still in, and we're going to see. Going into the next week, AFC Conference, we're not in it because, we didn't even make the playoffs. But 5-12, improvement. Panthers made it again. Jags still in it. Cowboys versus Panthers. I really don't want to. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I think the Cowboys probably have it. But I'm still rooting for the Panthers. I think, it's going to be the two. I guess a Panther. They're 2 cats. You can say that. And let's go into the last week. Let's see who gets into it. It'll pop up on this little end right here. And Panthers made it in, but the Ravens made it in. Jags lose it. 15-2 season, and you lose. Not really what you were looking for. So let's check out the Pro Bowl. I'm sure we don't have anyone in it just because, we don't really have a guy that's really big. Don't know if that's our fullback, but I don't think it is. Yeah, right now on our end, does not look like we have a guy that made it in. But let's get our defense. Maybe we had a corner that made it in. And, Christian Harrison made it in. He was he's the second round outside linebacker, but hey, he made it in. Only a 72 overall, so good for him. We got one of our guys in this year. And only one guy. We'll see if any of our guys won Rookie of the Year or Defensive or won any award at all, but probably not. Got an upgrade, so it does mean one of our guys went up. And Mitch Banfield got something. We'll see if he went up depth trade wise. Probably not. And did go up. So he must have got Rookie of the Year. We'll check this out real fast before we end off this video because we are reaching this 40-minute point. And let's just look at view yearly rewards and just see. PJ Walker, a 68 overall guy. 3rd on the list, proving, hey, if you got a team that can back you up, you can have a 10-7 season with a 68 overall. But none of our guys, and we're definitely not going to be Coach of the Year. But let's just go to the AFC and scan this over real fast. So did not stay on this end. Defensive Player of the Year, definitely not going to have one guy in that. Offensive, Mitch Banfield won it. And Zach Perkins, can't believe Zach Perkins, a guy that really didn't do anything at all this season just because, hey, a guy stepped up over him. Was still number 2. Defensive, Jamal Phillips gets the win overall in that, and Anthony Franklin was number 2. So both of our guys led it in best QB, but I don't think he won it overall. I'm sure there was a guy that made it, but David Mills was top 10 on that list right there. So honestly, we got some good things, and we did take a step up from what we thought we did. And let's just upgrade all these players. And it looks like Baltimore won it. Let's see. Yeah, Baltimore won it 21-38. Lamar Jackson gets a ring on his finger. Good for him. But honestly, I think we can make a bit, not like a huge step up from next season. We got a draft. I don't think if there's anyone willing that we want to take. Max Ware, he's young. I'll offer him like a 1.6 deal if he wants to take that for a backup. Actually, let's change that to a 6-year deal. And does he want to stay? Nope. Okay, so honestly, I'm fine with that. It's not like I'm like, oh my god, we lose him. Tyus Howard, we're gonna let him walk, even though he wants a 2-year deal. I'll give him that deal. 2 years. Yeah, he doesn't want to come. So far, free. Matthew Ioannidis, I think a 1-year deal for him. I think we're gonna pass on that deal. Malik Collins, we're gonna let walk, and Jonathan Greenard does not want to come back for us even way if we wanted to get him. And most of these guys are old, and we're going to just pass on all of that. We're done. And let's go into free agency. We'll do about 1 day of our free agency, and we'll end it there just because, honestly, we can't have videos lasting an hour. So let's just look at who we are. Nick Bosa does not want to sign, and Lamar Jackson goes to free agency after winning a Super Bowl. Dexter Lawrence, really good player. And maybe we want to try to sign Dexter Lawrence to a contract. 5 years in the league. I would sign him for like a 2-year deal just because I don't, we do still want young. But QB-wise, we're not going to take a QB, even though, like, I don't know why in the game, like, this isn't realistic that you're going to have Lamar Jackson, Herbert not get a deal, Jalen Hurts not get a deal because, hey, he just got one of the biggest deals. I think the most money a quarterback has ever got paid in the league. 2 is off the board. Kirk makes sense. He's old. Running back wise, Cam Akers is off. We're not, he wants to sign with us, but we already have Pierce. Fullback, don't really need to send a fullback. Wide receiver chart, we could take a wide receiver, but none really wants to go to us. We could take Deion Peoples, and KJ Osborne has high hopes for us. And I would love to offer him a contract because I like KJ. Like, personally, I'm a Vikings fan, so I kind of favor those players. But honestly, KJ would probably join a team and do good. But, we're 27 years old, and we already kind of got our guys that we need. Tight end wise, we do need a tight end, but I'm not going to be really picky of what we need. Higbee, not really going to take him just because, I'm not really fighting it. I think we're going to actually try to get this guy. Really wants to play for us, 70 overall. It's probably like looking like, hey, why would you want to take a guy that's not, much of a stud? But I think we can get this guy cheap. It's kind of why I want to take it. I'd rather get a guy that we can get cheap and will play the spot well for us during his career. Looks like a fun guy, 6'7", and yeah, what deal you want? We'll do a 4-year deal with this guy, cut down the money to like a 1.5, 12 million. He'll probably take that just because, hey, it's a good deal for him and he likes the team. Left tackle, Trent Brown. Could take him 31 years old, though. But I think if we would take Jedrick Wilson Jr., but does not want to sign. And Jonathan Williams. Left guard-wise, no one. Center-wise, Jason Kelsey. I'm going to offer him a contract. I'll offer the one contract he wants. If he wants to play for us, I'm happy to have him. Be a huge target for us. And we're in the hunt, but really, Seattle's going to win that deal, so we'll keep it up there just because, hey, if you want to, we can. We're going to offer Beluga the deal he wants just because we need a center. And honestly, who cares? We have $180 million. We don't need to save money in a real sense. Like, if we really wanted that tight end, I would offer him the contract he really wants. But I'm not fighting it. I'm not, really like, hey, this is the guy we need on the roster. Left end, Clowney's back on the board, so he only signed a 1-year deal. Jonathan Greenard didn't get an offer so far, but I don't really want him. Defensive tackle, I would love to get either one of these two guys, but I think really Ed Oliver, I'd offer him a 5-year deal. I'd love Ed Oliver. And it's kind of funny because I would, like, always in other rebuilds, I always picked Ed Oliver. you know, I would always do like, because yeah, like what I said, I'm a Vikings fan, so I would always, you know, pick Ed Oliver, and that's a bad look for us that the Titans are going to sign Dexter Lawrence. And how much are we paying Dexter? Here, I want to take back these two offers and just kind of see what's the, you know, what's the price difference we're giving. So we're giving him 24.3 million a year compared to the 11.8. So honestly, Ed Oliver, huge stud. We'll send him for a 5-year deal, and I'm sure he might take that. 5 years on this team. Actually, it went down, and we're behind. So we're going to try to just get Dexter Lawrence. We'll do a 4-year deal for him, up his money to be a 100 mil played player. And for some reason, it went down now. I don't know. We'll offer him a 5-year, if that changes anything, if he wants just a longer contract. So that's just what he wants. He wants a longer contract in this league. We'll bump up his money to 125 million a year to play for us. I swear, I was gonna say if it goes down, we're ahead of the team now. Don't think there's really any guy there. Rashawn Gary would be a huge pickup for us. DJ Wanham, I'm gonna sign him for 2 years to get him on the team, for him just play an edge rusher type of position. Actually, can we get Rashawn Gary? We can sign him later. If we can get Rashawn Gary for like a 1-year deal, I'd take him. And no one's offering Rashawn Gary a damn contract. We're going to offer him a 3-year deal, cut his money back down to like 10 million a year. We'll call that good. Never mind, he does not like that deal. We're just offering him what he wants to be paid for 3 years. No linebacker. Don't need to send any of these guys. Darius Slay. Oh, I didn't. Okay, let's see who we got. And we got Beluga. We got Parkinson. Targeted. So it looks like we lost on the Dexter trade. That definitely hurts for us. We lose Dexter. And it looks like we also lost Ed Oliver. Matthew, you know, we'll welcome you back. We're going to cut down the money, though, but we'll welcome you back. So, yes, targeted. And let's see. Because I think we're still fighting for Rashawn Gary. Yeah, we're still in the lead for Rashawn. I'll happily keep that deal up. But we're going to change this just because, hey, is DJ Wanham getting... we're going to offer DJ Wanham the contract he wants. We'll do a 2-year deal on him just because, honestly, he's going to be just like Greenard, or even better. But 26 years old, he's kind of getting that older type of end now. 2 years old, he'll stay good for those 2 years. I'm happy to have him on the team for that 2 years. Middle linebacker, Eric Kendricks on the board. Don't need him. Do not need any position there. Logan Wilson, don't need him. I like this guy, but, you know, we're happy with our team. Darius Slay, I would love to get that guy, or Trayvon Diggs. Jonathan Jones. So a lot of corners, you know, pretty good corners off the board. Dantzler, a guy I would love to have, and I think I'll offer him a contract. And it's funny because Dantzler just got cut by the Minnesota Vikings. I know all the Viking news, and I don't understand. There has been something personal with the team-wise. But, you know, we're going to offer him a contract. Good player. I believe we can pick him up for what he wants. And we'll see what happens. But we'll offer him a 4-year deal for the contract he wants. And he has high interest in playing for us. Target, let's see if there's a kicker we want. Availability. I don't think we lost our kicker. So we're going to be done with this, and we'll see who we pick up before. We're just going to go straight to the last day of free agency, and we'll see what teams picked up before we end this. And honestly, I got to end it soon, so let's just stem right ahead. We'll do the other stuff later when we come back to the next video, if I do remember it. But let's just hurry into this and see if we got any players we really wanted. I'm guessing Rashawn Gary probably didn't want to sign with us if he did sign with us. So let's check this out. Rashawn Gary did sign somewhere. We didn't get him. And Tynes got Dex Lawrence. And okay, so let's look at our pickups. We did. Okay, so we did get some good things for this. We did get Cameron Dantzler for a 4-year contract. I'm happy with that. Get a good corner, and probably that means we're trading Derek Stingley. Matthew Idonis, we got him back on the roster just for 1 season. Happy to have him. He was a good player for us, and maybe we might cut him if we do find another defensive tackle that can play the spot. Beluga, just a center fill-in spot if we don't pick up a center in this draft. DJ Wanham, right away, he's going to get moved to a left-end rusher just because that's what he was before, and he's a good left-end rusher. He should be just like Greenard or maybe a little better. I believe he probably can be better than Greenard, in my opinion. And he goes up to a 75. Happy to have him. Welcome to the team. We get Kobe Parkinson, good guy for us. We have him for 4. So, honestly, we got a 2-year, 4-year, 1-year, 1-year, 4-year. Good free agency. Happy about that. Look at our roster real fast. And we'll look at it. Come on. Just to see what it looks like. We do need to get back up. But here's our offensive line sucks. Did not realize it took that big of a hit. Looking at our defense. And hey, he went up. Dean went down, so that's a bad thing. Dancer went up. Franklin's still a star, so Derek Stingley say goodbye. And Harrison went up. Lynn went down. So a lot of players went up. A lot of players went down. And where is Dune? I don't understand why he's not in the spot where we want him. But Derek Stingley probably going to say bye this next video. Unless, actually, we might move Derek Stingley to a free safety. Might become a safety. Because corner-wise, he's not there. But that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one because I surely did. And hey, we got through one more season. And I can't believe how long it takes to get through just one season. But we got a lot done. We went 5-12. And honestly, it's just going to go up from here. And I'm going to be starting a new series pretty soon. I think it's going to be a fun one. And I think you guys are all going to enjoy it just because this is... I don't think anyone else has done, not this series, but a series I have in my head. And really, it's going to be quite an interesting one if it works out and if you guys enjoy it. But that's for the future. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video, and we will be continuing this one next time. Yeah, that's it. But peace out, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and bye.